But it is how it is. Good morning. So we have a very intensive day coming up, Foreign Affairs Council, many topics. First, of course, Ukraine. Really welcome the news that comes from the United States that they will provide weapons to Ukraine so that they can defend themselves. Of course, we hope to reach also political agreement on the 18th sanctions package. We are very, very close. I hope it comes today. Then we have Middle East. On Middle East, of course, we talk about Gaza and the situation there. We have reached the common understanding with Israel to really improve the situation on the ground, but it's not about the paper, but actually implementation of the paper. So we see some positive signs when it comes to border crossings open. We see some positive signs of them reconstructing the electricity lines. Providing water, also more trucks of humanitarian aid coming in. But of course, we need to see more in order to see real improvement for the people on the ground. Then we're going to discuss Iran as well. Of course, it's in our interest that we resume to the diplomatic track and negotiations. We are ready to do so, and we have also from the JCPOA the snapback deadlines coming up. And then we will discuss Georgia. We see some serious backsliding in Georgia, and we will discuss what more can we do. There are all options on the table, including suspension of the visa fee regime and other elements that could make to the Georgian government to change the calculus. And of course there are a lot of other issues that are happening in the world, but in a nutshell these are the main things.
Has Israel done enough, do you think, to ask for the Israel agreement to not be?
Well, the situation is still very, very bad in Gaza, so it's catastrophic, the humanitarian situation. So as long as it hasn't really improved, then we haven't all done enough. It is clear that we are in this situation where we don't have a ceasefire, and that's why it is so much harder to provide that aid. But we really need to work for that to help the people, because we don't know how far the ceasefire really is.
The options you presented to member states, though, is there one that's gaining ground or gaining more traction among them?
Well, the options inventory is presented, and we will have a discussion on that, but I can't predict how the discussion will go. So I think the last time when we had the discussion, then the main focus was that we really need to improve the situation of the people on the ground. That was the main goal. So I think that is the main focus. Yes, we are hoping that it's either today or tomorrow that we adopt the 18th package of sanctions. So I hope it's today, but it's still some work to do. And we hope to have good cooperation with the new government of Ukraine, like we have had with the previous one.
Can we expect today some decision? And also, can you confirm that you will propose a list for targeted sanctions, and this list also includes judges? Can you tell us a little bit more details what you can?
Yes, we have proposed a list, and because we see these sentences also for young protesters being really, out of proportion. So it is clear that the judicial system is also part of the apparatus. So yes, there are 2 judges in the sanctions package. We will discuss that. As you know, before we have had blockage, but we will also discuss in relation to that our working methods, and we will continue with that later on. Well, we try, but if we can't overcome the blockage, then we don't. But we will have today a letter sent to Georgia also regarding the visa free regime. So they have certain conditions that they had to comply with, and if these conditions are not met within that deadline, then we will have to suspend the visa free regime. I don't remember in the letter. Excuse me? Moldova is in a situation where they have the elections coming up in September. So we will discuss about the foreign malign influence, interference in the elections, and what more can we do in order to build the resilience of Moldova. So it is also for the foreign ministers to learn what is the situation, what are the main threats, what are the issues. There were I think two elements on the on Moldova also in the sanctions package. Yes.
About the situation in Gaza. We heard the Israeli minister yesterday. He is almost sure that nothing from the EU side will happen. So can you count on Israeli goodwill after all these hard work?
Well, for us, the main thing is really right now, because the situation is so catastrophic, to improve the situation on the ground. So we have been really focusing on that we have a concrete understanding with the Israelis, and we see also positive signs of the fulfillment of that understanding. But we need to see more. That is very clear. I have presented the options paper to the member states, and it's up to the member states to decide what they want to do with this.
About Russia, the last stuff.
How did you convince him to vote for the sanctions?
This is the European Union is 27 democracies, and that means a lot of negotiation all the time and a lot of compromises as well. So it is hard sometimes, but eventually we will come to the decisions, which is important.
Do you think that Mr. Trump's decision will be a game changer concerning letting the European Union buy?
It would be good if, with all those promises that also the Biden administration has given to Ukraine, I mean, the weapon deliveries will continue, and they will get all what they have been promised. And of course, we on our European side, we want to do more. It is also, good signs that we see from the United States that they have also realized that Russia does not really want peace. So in order to have peace, we need to support Ukraine, and we need to put the pressure on Russia. And I also hope that Americans will move also with their sanctions package or tariffs so that the pressure is on Russia to really stop this war.
But would you provide EU funding to buy American weapons for Ukraine?
We are providing a lot of funding for Ukraine to buy whatever weapons and ammunition they need. We need to see what more can we do together, but I would very much like to see all our partners actually also contributing if we want this war to stop. Okay. Yes, it's alive. It's alive. We are working on this oil price cap. It's alive, so hopefully we'll get an agreement. Now, like I said to you before, even if the Americans are not aboard, but the other G7 countries are on board, then we will move on with this. Okay. Like I said, we are working on this. We have made proposals, but it is a question whether we can overcome the veto of one member state or not. But we are trying to work on that. The options are sanctions, and like I said before, it's also the suspension of the visa-free regime and all the elements that we have on the topic. Thank you very much. See you later.